Welcome back, everybody, to British Esports Student Champs, and today we're gonna be casting the League of Legends Regional Finals.
We are just so excited. We've got the South Regional Finals here today. My name is Edie. I'm here with Kevin. And we absolutely love League of Legends. We're huge fans of League of Legends.
Yeah, definitely.
So we can't wait to see what the teams get up to. We've got some super exciting teams on the broadcast here today. We have got Croydon College versus
the Stonians.
The Dunstonians.
Dunstonians, sorry.
We just cannot wait to see these guys play. They've been on some pretty impressive runs so far. I mean, they must have done pretty well to make it this far in the Student Champs. As you said, they have beat out so many different teams to make it to this point. So I'm expecting to see some pretty high-level gameplay here. What do you think?
I mean, from the numbers alone, Croydon is on a 7-win streak from the past 7 games. They just haven't lost. They're on fire right now. So, but like the Estonians, they unfortunately lost against the match on the upper finals against Croydon Esports, but they managed to get it back again for the second time rematch for this upper regional final.
Yeah, so we've seen the Dunstonians lose twice to
Croydon
already, which is crazy that they just happened to meet again in the regional finals. So hopefully they're able to kind of pull something out the bag, Maybe they've been trying a new roster in preparation. Maybe they're going to pull something out that we've never seen before. I'm super excited to kind of see what they pull out today.
Yeah, I mean, considering alone today, it's gonna be it's either gonna be a 2-0 sweep for Croydon, or the Estonians may have a fighting chance. They might have, like you mentioned, they might have something up in their sleeve, like losing to a team twice, but then you might lose to them twice again. You can't just let them do that to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it's really exciting to see.
Do you think that we're going to see all 3 games played today? Or do you think it's going to be a 2-0?
I feel like, from the base of the numbers, I feel like, you would say that Croydon would win 2-0. But I feel like the Estonians will have a fighting chance. Like, I'm rooting for them to at least win like 1 game, just to see what they're made of,
It would definitely be awesome to see the Dunstonians kind of, fight back and maybe claim the victory today. And it's very high stakes today, because the team that wins will make it to our grand final LAN in June, which is obviously such a huge achievement for any team to do. So it's definitely all to fight for today.
I mean, speaking of mentioning the final, the grand final, on the north side, we have Belfast Met Esports versus Burnley Esports. So I mean, whoever wins against these two, or whoever wins on them to go face whoever wins today's South finals. Yeah,
it's definitely going to be super exciting. So Kevin, we're both huge League fans.
Definitely.
Would you tell me a little bit about your League of Legends experience?
My League of Legends background is I started way back in late 2020 actually. I started playing for a bit, but then from ever since on, I just kind of just played jungle off the start, even though I had had no idea what to do. But yeah, I did play for a bit, but eventually found my main, which is just Poppy jungle. But yeah, I think, I've reached plat, and that's about it.
Well, it's much better than I've done. I've been playing for just under 2 years, so I only recently kind of started playing League of Legends.
I mean, it's never too late to quit.
It's never too late to quit. So I picked it up because I wanted to try a new game, and I thought, you know what, everybody plays League of Legends, maybe I'll give it a go. I started out, I feel like, as everybody does, playing support, but I've more recently kind of found my footing in ADC. So we've got a bit of a good mix, I think, between the two of us of map coverage and map knowledge. So hopefully that will shine through in our casting today. But I can't say I've hit plat yet. I think maybe it's in my foreseeable future. But
it's not maybe one day. It's your day one of hitting plat. Like, it's never too late, but I don't know. We'll see.
It's never too late to start climbing and hit up that rank ladder. Maybe you'll see me in like one of the big leagues next week once ever.
Next week? Yeah.
Maybe so. Maybe next year. You know what? We'll be generous. We'll give it a year. Give it a year to improve. Maybe T1 are looking for like a new player or something, and I can.
I mean, I'll never take down a chance. if T1 looking for a team, I'd gladly do so. But
100%.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
What sort of champs do you think might come out today?
From the likes of Croydon, I think we're gonna see a bit of from the supports that I've seen from the past. I think they might be running a bit of Milio, Seraphine, or even a bit of Nico. Them three supports are like a bit of like, you know, poke, and like once they hit that one skill shot, like three of them have like their own stunts and such. Like once they hit that like opportunity, they just, you know, go for it.
Yeah, no, definitely hoping to see some like enchanters maybe come out from Croydon, which will be super cool. Whenever I play support, I pretty much always will pick an enchanter. You know, I'm a bit too scared to engage sometimes, but you know what? Never ever look down on an enchanter, because once they start to build up, as you said, the stuns, or even some of the heals on Seraphine and Milio.
Them heals are just like...
The heals are crazy, especially if we saw a new champ like Sona come out. I know she's doing very well at the moment, especially in the higher elos. So it'd be really nice to see, you know, some sort of enchanter. And then partnering that with their bot lane, I guess it's kind of up in the air today for what their ADC might
I mean, from the looks like it, if they're running an enchanter support, they might run like a poke ADC like Caitlyn and such, or even her other pokes.
We might see someone who scales, like Jinx or
Kaisa
Jinx,
come out.
Someone who kind of has to play it safe early game, maybe a Vayne, for example. And then once they've kind of started to snowball, it'll just really take off. That would be definitely a super interesting bot lane, and one that you don't really see much of in champs. I think everybody tends to go for the fully engage, high damage
I really like engaging.
So, yeah, I'm definitely excited to see that there's some like more poke enchanter champs coming out today, which would be good. What about like maybe other lanes on Croydon's side, like mid or jungle? As a jungle main, is there a champ that you want to see?
I mean, as a jungle main, I feel like Croydon, from the looks of it, they might run a bit of Kayn or even Wukong. They're both junglers that like, especially like they both like shine through engaging and stuff, especially when it's early engaging, like early team fights. I feel like as soon as they get a clear, they just run immediately to a lane just to get that jump ahead to help their team.
Yeah. And I mean, and we talked a little bit about maybe we might see a scaling ADC come out in the bot lane for them.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe we might see a scaling mid laner like Smolder?
Mid laner wise, I'm not sure. From the looks of it, Croydon might even run a bit of Galio or even Rise mid. But seeing that, I mean, we might see a Galio mid from the looks of it, just because Galio, as of right now, he's the champ that like whatever you do to Galio, he's still up in the big leagues. He's a really good pick regardless. So yeah.
He's definitely very flexible, right? You can take him tank, AP, kind of any way that it suits to kind of fit into the team. So no, it's definitely good. And then top, obviously everybody. It's one of the most important roles. You know,
it's one of the most played roles in League of Legends.
You want your top laner to get ahead. So who do you think they might pick to kind of ensure maybe they get that early victory?
I mean, from top, we might see a bit of Renekton. Like, you know, like I said, Renekton is just it's the same thing as Galio. Whereas whatever you do to him as well, it's just like he's always there in the big leagues. You know, we might even see a bit of Camille from Croydon, but I think we're most likely gonna see Renekton or even other like big top. Yeah.
That'd be great. So we've kind of talked about what Croydon might come out with. What about the other ones, Dunstonians? You know, they're the underdogs going into this competition. We kind of have an idea of what Croydon might come out with today. Do you think they're gonna want to counter that, or do you think? I mean, obviously they're gonna want to be better than the other team, but do you think they're gonna go for the traditional counter route, or do you think they might go a bit off?
I feel like if you're ever losing a game 2-0 down and stuff, I think at that point you just play what you're comfortable with. So from the side of the Stonians, I think from the support, we might see a bit of Tarek, a bit of Leona, and a bit of Nautilus maybe. So the Stonians prefer a bit more tanky support and a bit of engage, especially in the early game.
They're definitely kind of going against what we're seeing from Croydon.
Yeah.
You know, let's say, for example, Croydon do take one of their enchanters that are maybe quite weak early game. Dunstonians are going to want to make sure they're winning from the get-go, so we might see them, definitely take something a bit more tanky. One with a hook and engage champs, such as, as you said, Leona and Nautilus. So That'd definitely be cool to see. And then an ADC that works well with those. Any ideas?
I mean, ADC, it could be likes from Nila or not. I don't know how. I forgot the pronounce.
Not 100% sure myself.
Let's just
They
go
know
ahead.
the audience knows who.
Yeah, Nila. I swear it's Nila. But we could see a bit of Nila and a bit of Samira. Samira, when she released and up until now, she's very annoying to lane against. Like off early game alone, she's just very annoying to do. You just dash in, zoom, do bunch of damage and stuff. Even in the late game, like even if you think you're ahead of Samira, like she's just one of the champs where like she can turn one time of the team fight like so bad.
100%. She's definitely a bit more of like a carry champ. So it'd
Yeah.
be really cool to see a Samira, especially like a good Samira at a high level when it's clean and you know kind of once she ults in, you've got no escape. So that would definitely be a really, really interesting pick. And then what about some of their other lanes as well? We've seen what we think Croydon are going to pull out. What do you think we might see from Dunstonians in the other lanes?
Looking from the top lane, we might see a bit of Mundo, Malphite, or even Set. So again, I think the Estonians prefer to play a bit more tankier side of things. So they like to just like wait out the team fight and potentially just let the ADC or even mid lane just carry them.
Yeah, I mean, in their previous matches, as you said, we've definitely seen them take more engaged champs, tanky champs, ones that they just want to fight and make sure they get that win early game. I think definitely if Croydon take the scaling champs like they have been taking,
Yeah.
Dunstonians are going to want to end that game as soon as they can, and the way
Yeah.
they do that is by, you know, getting those
early team
kills
fights,
early team fights, especially if Croydon take enchanters or more squishy champs. So definitely, yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Mundo, Malphite, Set would all be great picks, and then especially in the jungle, if they took a very high damage dealer such as Viego, Shyvana, or even a Kayn. When Kayn gets to that evolution, you know, he's going to be going red, full all-in damage. Like, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be a super exciting game. So hopefully,
I mean,
it's
looking
good.
like it, like both teams have like Kayn as in their pockets. So I don't know, but we have like the high chance of seeing Kayn from either both teams. So whoever gets Kayn first, really.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't complain because I think he's one of those like super interesting champs that
Yeah.
can be played so many different ways, especially with that cool like double evolution thing that he does. Like, I hate playing against a Kayn. Whenever I see a Kayn against me in one of my games, I just think like it's over now. You know, the way he just ganks through the walls and you can't even tell he's there until it's
you
too
just
late.
realize it too late that he's already in the walls. Like you just see a like a soul orb or something, and oh, he's there.
It's like, oh, okay, I'm dead now. Awesome.
I mean, speaking of, we might even see Shyvana of the Estonians as well. Like, you know, like Shyvana's got like a thingy recently, a rework. So.
The visual rework, yeah. So it looks like we're gonna go straight into the game. We are in the pick ban phase at the moment, so it's time to see if our predictions for what the champs we wanted are gonna come out and see if that happens. So straight off the bat, we've got a Jinx ban from Dunstonians, which is kind of what we were expecting, you know, with those scaling ADCs. I think we did say a Jinx might come out, so they were definitely also, from the looks of it, expecting that as well.
Oh, wait, this is interesting already.
Yeah.
A Talia ban and a Nila ban from Esports, like they know what they play. Like I think Dunstonians just like capitalizing on this now. Like they know Croydon's like biggest picks. So
I think both teams have definitely done their research into what the other teams have been playing, because we are just seeing them banning each other's mains straight off the bat. There's no hesitation, is there? They're not even thinking about it. They're just going,
like,
yep, they play these champs, let's take them out of the pool. So definitely a pretty good tactic, obviously, from both teams. We are literally just seeing mains being banned left, right, and center. So we're gonna have the first pick now. This is Croydon's top laner. We are going to see what they are feeling like
potentially
playing
they might pick something for someone else. So. Oh, they got Kayn first.
Didn't we just say we were probably going to see a Kayn in this game at some point? So that's super
exciting.
exciting.
I like that Taric pick.
A Taric, yeah. I mean, it's to be expected, no? But that's, yeah, great.
Oh,
and a Samira.
I think our predictions were right about the Taric and Samira, so a bit of engage already in the early game.
Yeah, I'm definitely very excited to see a good Samira.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can have a lesson to then watch and learn and take back to some of my own games from the students. Let's see who we've got coming out in the jungle now. It's always so tense whenever you don't know who you're going to pick.
Yeah, like you said, it's a scaling champion of Croydon, so Kai'Sa, I mean, early game, doesn't really have much of a damage, but I think where she gets that like third or second item, that's where she shines.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I mean, it's just kind of, I feel like our predictions are just coming true. We've definitely done some good research on these guys as well, with the scaling ADCs coming out. Orianna there in the mid lane as well.
Ooh.
That's definitely an interesting one. I feel like I don't really play against Orianna too much, so I couldn't really tell you much about her, to be honest.
I mean, Orianna, I mean, her biggest like tool in her kit is just her ultimate. Like, it does big damage, but then a bit of stun, so you can't really escape from it as soon as you can.
Yeah, I love Amumu there coming out in the jungle for Dunstonians. I think he's just so cute. I just want to put him in my pocket, you know, like he's just that cute little guy. But what always surprises me whenever I'm playing against Amumu is how tanky he
doesn't die. He actually just doesn't die.
He doesn't die, and I feel like he's one of the only Yordles minus Rumble who actually you just can't do anything to him.
Is he a Yordle? I didn't actually.
He is. He's an undead Yordle.
Undead? Oh.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
You do. Every day's a school day, especially when you're at British Esports. There we go. A Mundo ban as well. They've definitely done their research. That's Alistair, yeah. Oh. So they're going to take away more of the tanky supports, which is quite surprising.
Yeah.
Do you think that they think Taric is maybe not in the support lane? Because it's interesting they've banned a support after the support was picked.
Oh, but the Estonians just banned Camille as the last.
Definitely an interesting one.
I don't know. This looks promising, man.
I'm just super excited to get into the game. We're going to see who Croydon's last ban is now. We are looking for a support champ that they're going to ban.
Never pick a fight.
No, they just like, I mean, from the last two bans, they're all like, they could be top bans because you could play Alistair top.
Yeah. Syndra, definitely a good one. We're going to see Syndra most likely going against
the high
Orianna,
damage and stun is just crazy.
which is quite interesting. I feel like that's so funny because they're both champs that just rely on their like spheres to throw them around. So
they
I feel
both have balls.
Yeah.
Wait. You know, they have, well,
we're gonna have a volleyball going on in the mid lane or tennis or something. And we've got Ornn coming out from Croydon Prime as well. That's, definitely we're seeing it there. The tanky top laners, the scaling ADCs and support. So let's see who their support is gonna.
Support pick here.
Oh, guys, I'm so excited to see who it could be.
It's gonna be Seraphine.
I'm hopeful it's an enchanter because those are my favorite champs. Please, if you can hear me, Croydon, I want to see a Seraphine come out.
I feel like Nico would be good for Croydon, but I'm not. Oh.
That's really interesting. That's really
that
interesting.
wasn't in my notes.
This is definitely like, do we think they've done that just to take the Nautilus away from the Dunstonians?
Maybe. Wait, no,
I mean, that's definitely interesting, isn't it? So we're seeing a bit of a strange pick for Croydon there because all of their champs so far have been support enchanter picks. Yeah. We're seeing the Nautilus come out for the first time from them, so it's definitely going to be
a fun match.
An interesting matchup. Yeah. You know, we're going to have those early engages from the Nautilus, and then if Kai'Sa can match it, it'll be great. But I just don't know what she can do into a Samira so early on.
The Samira and Taric, yeah.
It's definitely be a tough matchup for those guys, but hopefully we're going to see some good gameplay here. So just as we're heading into the first game, I think we need to make our predictions for who we think is going to come out victorious today.
Looking at this just point blank, I don't know. They both have like good comps, but like I feel like Dunstonians has the chance to just fight back, and if they like get that early engage going, especially for Samira, it'll be a good chance for the Estonians.
I agree. They definitely need to make sure the Samira snowballs early game.
Early game, yeah.
But no, I think, to be honest, it could go either way. We've seen Croydon obviously absolutely dominating the competition. They've only had two losses
so
in the
far,
whole of Student Champs, which is absolutely mental when you consider they've been playing since September. 2 losses, and none of them have been to the Dunstonians. In fact, they have rolled the Dunstonians twice.
Yeah.
So it's definitely super exciting to see these guys go head to head again, and we're
in the game.
Get into the game. Oh, it's always so exciting when they, first get into the fountain, and it's just, you can just tell they're all
just running
absolutely raring to go, and they're all running in, and that Orianna skin is just gorgeous. Is that the Star Guardian? That is just absolutely gorgeous. I love seeing what skins they take. I'm always so sad that we can never see it until we see it in the in the client. But no, it's definitely going to be an interesting game. They're all hiding in the bushes.
Do they know?
Do you think they know that the other ones are in there? It's always like quite scary, isn't it? When you
whoever walks up first, I think just loses. Oh no. Oh,
Okay.
already.
An early engage then from the Nautilus.
But Tarek
We're
misses the
gonna-
stun.
Well,
Oh.
Tarek, what are you doing, man? I feel like that could have gone so much different for Dunstonians.
Yeah, that's
if
not
they'd
really a
have-
good trade for the Stonians. They
No.
know that Tarek started E, so he doesn't have much of it on his sleeve right now, since that has like really long cooldowns off the start.
No, and having to use one of his health potions as well
Yeah.
so early in, it's kind of, they're being punished for walking up, which is
Yeah.
not a good start for the Dunstonians. But you know what, maybe they can bring it back. They have got Samira. They're going to do some pretty good damage pretty early on. So we're just going to have to see. We've got Kaisa walking up, Samira obviously punishing for that. And we are not seeing too much happening too early on in the game. But you know what, it's still early days. It's all to play for.
I feel like Amumu going for the blue clear first. Like he could have just went up. He could have started in red, but no.
This might be first blood here, but it looks like she is just going to get away. But that is the Nautilus Ignite used up as well.
Yeah.
And Samira is being punished and having to take an early back.
That's a really good fight for Croydon. Like they didn't even took that much damage. It was a really good trade
100%. And we're seeing a little bit of domination come out early as well in the top lane.
from Croydon as well.
From
Yeah.
Croydon. They are just... I feel like it's too early to tell, but I'm worried that we're just going to see an absolute obliteration here. Miporin is going to have to do some CSing under turret. I don't know about you. I mean, playing jungle, you probably don't have to do this too much,
Yeah.
but there is literally nothing more stressful than...
I think I played jungle too much. I don't know how to CS.
Yeah, I mean, I play ADC and I still don't know how to CS, so it's all right. We're on equal footing, but no, yeah, trying to CS not under the turret is hard enough, but then when you add in the turret attacks to that as well, it's just so stressful. So I really definitely feel for the Dunstonian top laner here.
Yeah. I feel like Amumu from the Stonians is gonna look a bit of a gank in the top lane from the looks of it, but no, unless Rexfer with the Ornn kills a one fight, but no.
He's definitely, I think he's definitely looking for it, but
Yeah,
Miporin
but I
is going to
think-
take a back, and I think that he's probably realised, you know what, it's just not worth it, especially with them having vision in that top bush as well. The Ornn is just going to know that he's coming, and it's definitely not worth it for them.
Nothing much happening right now. Oh, unfortunately misses the hook.
It's always so frustrating, isn't it? Like when your support just misses. Oh, a gank though. That's exciting from the Kane. We've got both flashes coming out from Dunstonians, and it looks like it might be a kill here.
Wow,
That is
first
blood for the Kaiser and for Croydon College, which is just absolutely awesome. Definitely the start that they want, especially on a champion like Kaiser. You know, she is just going to absolutely snowball if she starts getting those early kills.
Yeah.
Kane's going to probably buy his first item. And I know that the Dunstonians are probably feeling a little bit let down, but you know what? It's only one kill.
Yeah,
It's
it's
only
just
one
3
kill.
minutes into the game, but really, Sleepy with Kane is that's a really good like gank off the bot. Like I think in game from the Estonians could have matched the way he cleared from top and going all the way to bottom for their first gank.
Yeah.
He could have matched to like fight back, but it's already too late.
The level 3 gank is definitely one to watch out for, and definitely one that I've fallen victim to way too many times, thinking, hey, we're winning in lane, let's keep pushing. And then their jungler pops up out of nowhere, so I definitely feel for them on that one as well. It looks like the Ornn's got a bit of an advantage here over the Malphite, but he's definitely out of mana, and he's definitely not going to do him any favors, really, burning through it all so fast.
Aluka's just looking for any opportunity to hook Samira, especially. Like,
Definitely. They definitely want to make sure they are denying Samira as much farm as they can. And it looks like they're doing a pretty good job of it. You know, Kaisa already has
almost 50%.
almost, yeah, she's got almost a 20 farm lead on the Samira, which is just great gameplay. We want to see Miporin kind of escape from there, because it looks
just running
like
around.
Yeah, Ornn is definitely dominating that top lane. We've got a gank coming mid from the Amumu, but it looks like there's not really much point engaging, because Orianna is just too versatile and too good at getting away, too slippery.
She's too fast sometimes.
She's too fast, yeah. It definitely won't help if she starts to build movement speed as well.
But yeah, we're a bit of relaxed right now. I mean, nothing much is happening. Again, the early engages off the bat is really like push Croydon like to be at the very advantage as of right now.
Yeah, it definitely looks like we might get the junglers looking for Drake here. Flash from Amumu to get away from the Orianna, and he gets away, of course, because there's not really much she can do by herself against the Amumu. It looks like Dunstonians are gonna
setting up on Drake.
Start to set up for Drake here. They definitely want to make sure they get that early Drake so that Amumu can kind of start to dominate the map. He's taken a burn item first, so you know he's definitely going to be doing a lot of damage, especially if any champions try to step up to contest this Drake. So looks like they might have it in the bag, but Kane is also coming up from the bot side, probably looking for a flash. That's a great hook from the Nautilus, exactly what they want. The ignite on the Samira, and she goes down. Another kill for the Kai'Sa, which is just great news for the Croydon College. They're going to look here for Kai'Sa, so she's got
big pull from Orianna. Wow, again, Croydon. They waited for that Samira and then just caught her off guard.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really great example of an Orianna ult to pull them all back in and do a high amount of damage. Really, really good play from Croydon College there. Definitely going to deny Dunstonians the Drake that they were looking for, and an all-in from Ornn as well to keep denying that Malphite farm. But I think they've kind of all realized it's not worth it for the Drake right now. They're all too low, no mana all around. You know, they're just kind of going to start to back away.
Again, Croydon's just getting all the kills in the early game right now. 3-1.
Definitely what they want to see. Definitely the start that they wanted. Bit of a CS gap as well from Croydon and Dunstonians. Croydon are absolutely, I think, you know, it's too early to tell, but that was a great hook from the Nautilus and engage on the Taric. Kai'Sa is going to be looking for another kill here. Nautilus just get it. Oh, that is, you know, as an ADC, the most tilting thing when the support, even if they don't mean to do it, when they get the pick and get the kill, it's just so, it's kind of frustrating, but you know what, sometimes it just can't be helped. And you know what, what matters is that they got the kill, they secured it, and the player has gone down anyway.
But yeah, Dunstonians, like, they still have the chance to fight back. It's still in the early game, though Croydon is just like dominating early game right now, but we'll see in the late game what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think if we see the Amumu start to take the Drake or look for the Grubs when they come up in a couple of minutes, it'll definitely kind of change things for the Dunstonians. But I just think kills alone, Croydon are currently in the lead, and gold too. I mean, look at that difference, 1.1k gold in the bot lane, and there's a 10 CS gap between them, which is quite impressive at this stage in the game. 10 CS at this level as well. So hopefully the Dunstonians are able to just keep the morale up, keep going, you know, keep farming on ADCs, just keep farm, and it's all to play for.
But Croydon's already taking the Grubs.
Yeah, we've got Orianna there to help as well. I think Amumu potentially has noticed, but he's deciding if he wants to gank top or go all in on the Grubs, and blue team gets the Grubs, which is obviously great for Croydon as well. They've got more kills under their belt, objectives too, gold. It looks like they're dominating the early game pretty well. Going to get an all-in and an ult come out from the on Malphite, so it looks like, unfortunately,
tank versus tank.
It's exciting, but I feel like he's just not low enough for Ornn to justify that dive just yet.
Does he take a risk and dive?
I mean, that was just a masterclass in...
Oh, the flash?
Wow,
the flash! The flash with the flash! One more Q. Oh, that's so good from both bot lanes.
We're going to have probably a kill here in the mid lane for Orianna. The flash come out on the Syndra, and that was a very clean kill, but now she has to worry about if the Mumu is going to jump in. It looks like she's going to do some pretty high damage to her, but yeah, unfortunately, it's likely that Orianna drops down here. Enough. The smite comes out to slow
everything, but he doesn't kill. That's really unfortunate.
Counter gank as well from the Kane. Definitely is not looking good for Amumu.
Yeah, Amumu definitely needs that follow-up. Like, Amumu alone is just like, you know, he's just a tank. A little tank guy, but it's never his damage is never enough. Again, no team is currently haven't took the first Drake yet. So like, I think both teams are just waiting for the other team to just take Drake.
Yeah, I mean, Drake is still sitting there, and I feel like, I mean, you might know more about this than I do, but I'm not a jungler, right? So whenever I play jungle and Drake is sitting there, I feel like I just can't let it be. I have to go in. So hopefully we see the junglers kind of start to make a move towards Drake soon. But I think it's probably just the fact I don't know much about jungle. I'm just like, guys, why are we farming and we're not going for the objectives? I mean, I'm sure they have some ulterior motive.
If they know that you're about to take dragon, they're about to capitalize on that. I think, like, if you're the team that doesn't, like, you know, if you're the team that first does dragon but then they're about to follow you, like they're about to just counter it. It's like it's a bit of a risk, really.
Oh, 100%. And I definitely would not want to get into a smite
Yeah.
battle. I feel like I would just cry
I've lost
from
too
the
many
stress.
times.
I feel like I would just cry from the stress of having to time that smite correctly. I mean, I still have to check how much damage my smite does while I'm taking the objective, which is definitely
From the looks of it, Croydon was about to set up Drake.
flash from the Syndra there to just escape that Nautilus hook, which was a very brave and well-timed summon a spell, I think, because I think if they got caught in that Nautilus hook, it definitely would have been a different end for Syndra there.
This is the opportunity for Croydon to take Drake, as they know that Syndra doesn't have flash. But Amumu is still on the way. Will Dunstonians take a fight just to get that first Drake a chance?
I mean, I think they're gonna have to do it.
I don't think. Yeah, it's already too late. Amumu was already going down, but he was too late.
We're going to see probably a big fight come out here in the bot lane. We've got both the laners and the jungler. We've got the Ornn putting so much pressure on that Malphite. I definitely would not want to be in his position right now either. Losing top lane is definitely not the spot that you want to be in playing League. So yeah, definitely. Oh, we're potentially going to have a kill here in the mid lane. That was a great play from Orianna, showing exactly how it should be done. Flash is coming in bot lane. Samira all shut down on the Kayn.
Where did all the damage
Potentially going to see even more. A double kill for Samira as well. And a kill in the top lane. Wow, Dunstonians have just turned it around. That was absolutely amazing.
Kai'Sa just too much damage from Kai'Sa. Does he get a triple kill?
A double kill from the Kai'Sa. We're going to see about a triple kill here. She's a very high damage healer, but as we said, Amumu is just too tanky, and I feel like he just cleans up. You know, he's low on health, but it doesn't matter because when he's got so much of it, it's going to take a lot to take him down.
Croydon did get Drake, but I feel like they should have just just reset it after that first Drake, since they were all kind of like a bit on the half HP side.
Yeah.
But again, the Stallions, they have the chance now. They took some of the kills. They're a bit of ahead. They're almost closing the gap on Croydon. From earlier, from 2k gold, now they're a bit of like 1,500. Like, you know, they're closing the gap a bit.
Yeah, agreed. I feel like, you know, earlier we were saying how much Croydon were dominating this game, but I feel like those couple of plays from the Dunstonians getting a kill in top lane and 2 kills in the bot lane, especially for the Samira, who you want to see start to snowball and build first item, you know, it's definitely a bit more up in the air now than it was about 5 minutes ago, which is great to see.
Kai'Sa is still doing a lot of damage, but once she gets caught by Taric or even Samira alone, because Samira's burst damage is too much for Kai'Sa to handle.
Yeah, I agree. Kai'Sa ability just kind of flailing past them.
Again, 2.5 minutes till the next pick comes in. Herald comes in 1 minute and 20 seconds, so nothing much right now.
So I feel like one of the best things about League, I don't know how you feel about this, Kevin, but when I play League, there's times to fight and there's times to chill, right?
Yeah,
and just kind of sit back. And
I think that's like every MOBA game ever. Like,
that's something I really like about League. You know, you've got time to recuperate after a fight. If you play another game like Valorant or Overwatch, it's just go all the time, like shooting and abilities. But the best thing about League for me is like you can kind of chill for a bit and know when
it's
to
like
push.
You can think about what you did wrong, what you did right, but
that was a very well placed hook there from the Nautilus. Kayn is here as well. We're going to see the Samira try to block some of those projectiles, but it's just not enough because Kai'Sa is there.
So aggressive.
A kill for the Kayn and probably another kill here on the Taric, potentially for Nautilus or whoever gets there. Orianna comes down just on time, and it looks like Amumu is also going to go down. That is just an absolute masterclass on diving under turret from Croydon. That was just an incredible couple of plays. Lots of the champs being there on time when they needed to be there, and that was just brilliant.
From that fight alone, as you can see, Croydon has the big gap. Like, they're so well coordinated, as like Dunstonians were just so lost. Like, Amumu was too late. Samira got caught by the Kai'Sa R, but like I said, Croydon's just on top, on fire right now.
No, and another kill there in the mid lane as well, flashing the mastery. Oh, kind of a bit an interesting one from the mid laners, but you know what? League is much of a mental game as it is how well you play.
It's
so
all part of Sasa's plan.
It's all part of tilting the mid laner until they just start to throw the game. So yeah, definitely, I think I'm guilty of doing that one a couple of times
really
as well.
Impressive for Croydon, I'd say.
100%. They are just, they're just showing how to clean up, and they're showing exactly why they've made it through to the grand finals as well.
I mean, Herald is up, but Tarek is looking to set up in the top side. I think they're trying to say that we could take Herald right now. I think they know that Kane is on the bot side, but we'll see.
We'll see. I mean,
oh no, they want to engage mid. Like
they're looking to clean up in the mid lane before pushing for the Herald, but it looks like Kai'Sa might be ready for them, ready to go in, and they just
that's a
know.
Bit questionable from Amumu. He just queued the ward. Moving on, I think Amumu from Dunstanians is showing himself too much in the map.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, they just have vision everywhere. That is just proof of a good support, isn't it? When they literally can't go anywhere without being seen. We're going to see a big fight here, hopefully on the Herald, some interesting ones
there.
And ult coming out from the On with an incredible knock-up, a kill for the Kane. We've got the Amumu going straight in there, hoping to get some kills. Samira is going to try and block those projectiles, but it's just not enough. On grabs himself another kill, another for the Kane. Potentially one here for the Kai'Sa as well on their top laner. And we've still got Orianna pushing bot side, taking that tier 2. So, I mean, this is crazy. I've said it a few times, but it's just so correct. What a masterclass this is. From Croydon, they're currently leading 16-6 with a 6,500 gold lead over the Dunstonians. It is just wow. Yeah.
I mean, now they're leading 6-7k, but I mean, the Stanians, like, they tried to force Herald.
Crickets, Kevin.
The Stanians, they tried to force Herald, but again, Croydon just immediately followed up and answered with, like, oh, we know we just do more damage. I mean, we just walk up and just do that.
Yeah, it looked like the Dunstonians might have had a good opportunity to kind of get in there and get on Herald, but I feel like Croydon were just toying with them and saying, you know what, we're gonna let you think you've got it, and then we're gonna
give you like 10 seconds, and then now we're up.
We're gonna show up and clean up, and yeah, that was just absolutely incredible. A couple of plays from Croydon there.
From both teams, sort of looking like they're about to set up Drake. Again, but top side, I mean, they can chill top for a bit because they both have teleport now.
Yeah, we've seen all of the quests be completed now for the mid laners, top laners, and it looks like the ADCs have also completed. And you know what? I think everybody has, actually, looking at it. So
I think so, yeah.
At this point in the game, you'd be disappointed if they hadn't. What are your thoughts on the new quests?
Personally, I haven't tried it myself, really, but I mean, it makes League more fast-paced, I'd say, because you quite get it early if you do manage to get one of the quests complete. But Croydon's just whipping out the Herald on the mid.
Yep, mid turret, tier 1 gone down, and we have got such a great fight coming out from Croydon. Once again, absolutely cleaning up the Dunstonians. They're not even allowing them a single kill, which is just showing how purely oppressive Croydon are being right now. Even in top lane, they're just absolutely, they're rolling them, which is just, it's great to see for Croydon. Maybe still a little too early to tell, but I don't know, 20 minutes, you've kind of got a pretty clear picture that it's most likely going to be Croydon taking this game home. Another Drake as well for Croydon, and all of their KDs are positive.
Yeah.
We're just kind of seeing the power of Croydon come out. The power of the South here.
Croydon has all the turrets up. They've got all of the objectives so far, and then they got the gold and their kills up. Like, I mean, from looking at it right now, you'd say Croydon just sweeping. It's just sweeping right now, but we can't doubt the Stanians. They could be that one big team fight, just that one turning point where the Stanians has the fighting chance to just fight back.
Yeah, bit of proxy in here from the On as well to ensure that CS is just denied, and the turret goes down at tier 1 in the top lane as well, which is just great. They've got all of the tier 1 turrets now, so they want to start pushing for tier 2 and then eventually tier 3 into the base. It's definitely looks like we might be wrapping up within the next 10 minutes or so, which is
looking like it, but you can't tell.
You can't tell just yet. But it looks like all of the Croydon players have also got an incredible CS lead on the Dunstonians as well, which is probably just kind of not helping them morale, to see in the top lane, 30 CS gap. Not so much in the jungle, but definitely mid lane and ADC as well. The only lane that doesn't have a CS gap, or it does have a CS gap, but the wrong way, is the support.
The losing team.
The losing
right
team.
now has the big support. I think Tarek's just stealing those CS too much.
But it could also be why, you know, they're falling behind. As a support player, you do not want to be taking that CS from your ADC. You know, it's not so bad when you have the support quest and you give them the gold from the minion kills.
Them everything.
But once you've taken that quest and once you finish your quest and you keep the gold that you get from the minions, you don't want to be taking any minions from the ADC or your other players if you can help it. So it could be the reason why, you know, Tarek has quite a lot of CS compared to the Nautilus, and we're seeing Dunstonians kind of start to fall behind.
Ooh, Amumu trying to engage, but unfortunately misses the hook twice. It's a bit unfortunate. Again, from both teams alone, they're kind of just like looking the chance to just engage and possibly get that killers up and gold up. But I mean, I mean personally, if I was in this situation right now, I wouldn't fight. Baron is only up. But you wouldn't take Baron this early. He does too much damage, he's too tanky, and the next leg is up in like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, they're definitely going to start to look for some CS here and then start to look for an angle on the Drake, as you said. About 2 minutes, and we've got the Cloud Drake as well, so they're going to want that movement speed, the buff that comes with killing that Drake. So we're just going to have to see how they play it out.
Trying to flank, but again, he's just there. Seen too early. Again, it's just a bit of relax. We're in this relaxing phase right now. We're like just not too long.
Play Farming Simulator, guys. Just take a step back, take a break. It looks like another gank, a very well-timed gank. Kayn is just on fire this game. He's there. When he needs to be there, he is there. You can count on Kayn showing up. He's too fast. He's very high damage dealing. You can just count on Kayn to show up, be there when you need him, clean up, and that's proven in his 6-1.
They really don't want Samira to be farming.
KD as well. Definitely, they've done well to focus the Samira this game. 6 deaths, the most deaths on the team, especially considering she's taken those plated steel caps. She's trying to build health. And it's just disappointing to see from Dunstonians.
Like I said, just like Croydon is just pushing up every lane whenever they can, but I think they're going to set up on Drake now. 1 minute left. Again, a bit of relax right now. They're trying to look for picks, both teams, especially Croydon is looking for that like one pick, one by one. But nothing yet as of right now.
Gonna see the Amumu still trying to take his camps. He's gonna in on the Orianna. A nice miss from the Nautilus, which might look good for the Amumu if he can get that damage in quickly. Orianna is gonna try and get away, but Amumu is so tanky. It looks like he might have a kill. That was a very, very, very well timed Zhonya's from Orianna. I mean, that was just very well done, wasn't it? But as we said,
she knows like how much
she
damage.
knows that Kayn is gonna be there, and he's gonna be there to clean up and look after her, and he is. Another nice hook from the Nautilus. Exhaust on the support, which is definitely an interesting pick. Kayn is there once again. I mean, that is just, it's just amazing. You just know that they don't stand a chance.
He's trying to 1v1 fight alone. Oh, but Orn with the follow-up, his ult, but I think that's enough. That's ace.
That was very
this is a potential end.
No.
Samira's back. But I mean, Croydon gets Drake.
It might not be long enough to end, but yeah, they're definitely going to get the Drake here and an inhib, which is huge. They're going to look to push top here because they know their teammates. They know they've got the Drake. They know that that is secured in the bag, so they're going to start to look at where the wave is and want to push when they can start to get those turrets on. Is going to proxy that wave there. Kayn is going to be starting to take his bottom camps again. We've got them pushing up top, putting pressure on the bot side from the Orianna. They're all coming, but I feel like they're just going to get away.
No, still, I think the Stonians, like, at this point, I think they don't have enough damage. I think Croydon just does too much damage that the Stonians don't even have the chance to fight back.
Yeah, definitely. They know that they're going to need to have a very, very, very good team fight if they want to stand a chance against, I mean, getting even a few picks on the Dunstonians, on Croydon, sorry. And we see that Orianna hasn't had a single death yet this game.
Oh, I haven't even noticed that, but that's crazy from Croydon.
It's just a very well played mid lane, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, Croydon is just like, I think they're the team that just like follows up every time, especially their jungler. And I think they're Nautilus as well. Like, you could call Croydon like the follow-up master or something. Like, they're there everywhere, anywhere, like at the perfect time.
Yep, at all times. I mean, I would just like to know. I wonder what the communication in their
Oh,
Discord
I feel like
call is
I'd want to hear their comms. Like, I feel like they'd be coming every single movement they do.
100%. No, I feel like they just know that they're there. They're on time. Kane, you know what? He's probably shouting, "I'm there! I'm there!" They know.
I'm on my way.
They know he's on
Yeah.
the way. Yeah. I mean, we're seeing limited pings come out from them, but we
Yeah.
just know that they know.
Yeah, they know.
They must have had a lot of practice together as a team because they seem to just know the way each other works very well.
Yeah.
The intricacies of all the players are just phenomenal. I mean, they have been playing together as a team since September, which probably
Yeah.
is a good sign regardless. But yeah, we're just seeing that teamwork and that prowess that they
Yeah.
have together come out in these games, which is amazing to see.
Oh, they're looking to just get Cinder, but again, Croydon is just like, if you play with a team with your team like 13 games in a row, you'd expect to be, have good communication.
I mean, I hope so, and
I
not
hope so.
not including the practice games
Yeah.
that they'll have played either
Yeah.
as well. They're going to be looking for this top turret here because it's the last tier
No,
2
but
turret
no,
that
they
they've got on the map.
They got sick of waiting for like picks. They just decided to pick Baron. The Dunstain is just clueless right now.
I mean, it seems like a pretty good time to do it. I think Dunstonians don't even realise that
They
Croydon
didn't
are
even
taking
know.
the Baron. They didn't even try to contest
Yeah.
it.
But
They're-
now it's the perfect time for Croydon to find those picks.
Definitely. I feel like we want some sort of fight now while they have that Baron buff.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure they get it done swiftly, efficiently, and push to the end.
Again, Croydon is just, they're all grouped up together now. They're saying like, oh, whatever team fight that comes in their way, they just, they just bash. They just know they do too
They
much
don't take
damage. So yeah. Dunstanians right now is just like, they're trying to farm, but I don't think it'll be enough. I think like they don't have enough time.
I think they would need a lot of farm to save them now at this
Yeah.
point in the game. We've seen all of their tier 2 turrets drop down. Dunstonians have not even dropped a single tier 1 turret from
Yeah.
Croydon just yet, which is...
All of them are not even damaged, like one bit.
It's testament to how well Croydon have defended their turrets this game, how well they've played. They've not got a single turret to their kit, essentially. We're going to see a big fire under turret here, which is definitely brave. An ult coming out from the Ornn will hopefully do some big damage. We've got a Mumu all inning, but I just don't think he's going to do enough damage to manage
really trying
anything.
to
A kill
force that.
for the Kane, a kill for Kai'Sa. Malphite very low, might just get away, but it looks like Kane once again is there where he needs to be. Trust that his team will get the turret so that he can push, and keep Dunstonians away from the inhibitor so that they can just keep pushing and make sure that they are getting that pressure that they need from the top lane there. Very well played by Croydon.
I mean, as we can see, just Croydon is just sweeping the floor, is just mopping it. Really, they're just cleaning the lanes of Dunstanians. Like, it's just shocking to see.
Kane is going to push that bottom in here, but with the Kai'Sa as well. We're going to see a TP come in here from Ornn. This looks like
They
it
just wanna
could
end
be
this.
the
They just
end
wanna end
for
this.
Dunstonians.
Just go for the Nexus.
I feel
The
that,
Nexus.
they
Hit
might
the
give up
Nexus.
fighting here. They're going to hit the Nexus and they are
At
going
least they
to
didn't
take
forget.
the first game.
Okay.
Very, very, a last-ditch effort from the Samira with an ult.
But yeah, I mean, Croydon is just, wow, what a game one. Game one.
I mean, we just saw Croydon absolutely dominate the Dunstonians in that match, which was absolutely insane to see. Kind of potentially to be expected based on what we were talking about
earlier,
before the game started. Croydon have proved why they deserved all of those wins that they've had, and it's because they just know where to be, when to be there, when to push, when to back off, stay safe, and what to build. And it's just clearly all of their hard work as a team is paying off really well.
Like I mentioned as well, I did notice as well, like on the side of Dunstanians, they like you mentioned earlier, like on Croydon they have like 0 pings on the map, but on Dunstanians they have like, they start spam pinging and stuff. But I mean, like, communication is one big part, and like what on what these teams like both like what's the word, like they both you can tell that one of the teams excel in communication. Is that what I'm trying to say?
100%.
Yeah.
You can tell that they must just be talking like crazy in that call.
It's
at
like
them.
all of their minds are just connected, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, very well. So I think that was just a masterclass from Croydon. We did see some interesting picks from Croydon, though. I mean, we saw that Nautilus.
Yeah,
come
the
out.
Nautilus pick. I think we were both expecting an Enchanter pick.
I was
like-
slightly disappointed, guys.
Yeah.
If you watch this back, I was super excited for an Enchanter. So I want to see an Enchanter next game.
They
because
might pull
I
up the
need,
Enchanter,
I
yeah.
need a masterclass on how to play an Enchanter in the bot lane. So, but yeah, I think it kind of reflected a little bit that maybe they were a bit out of practice on the Nautilus because there was quite a few missed hooks during that game.
Yeah.
Which I definitely think had they hit a few more, potentially, we could have seen the game come to an end sooner. But I think overall, it clearly didn't matter to them because, you know, they had that engage and they had that power regardless. And there was a few hooks in there that were very, very nice and definitely kept pressure on that team as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's definitely a very good game, very fun to watch, and I'm excited to see kind of what happens next.
We'll see if this Dunstanians will like capitalize on the first picks of their alone. I think I'm expecting to see the same bans from both teams, and maybe the Dunstanians will try to switch it up, or maybe Croydon will try and pick the same heroes, but we'll see in the next game.
Yeah, I'm always so interested to see like their decision making. Do you think they'll stick to the same champs that they've just proven will win them a game, or do you think they want to kind of switch it up and maybe take them off guard? Because if they've been playing one champ for the first game, it'll have its advantages to pick it again, but it'll have its disadvantages. And you know, they've been playing against this champ the whole game. They're well versed now, so yeah, I'm excited to see kind of what comes out next. Hopefully it'll be some different picks, but I guess they're just gonna pick kind of again what they're most comfortable with. So yeah, definitely.
Again, it could be a possible 2-0 Swift of Croydon, but again, I'm still rooting for the Stanians.
Yeah, 100%. Me too. I'm kind of, you know, they're the underdogs going into this.
Yeah.
They've done incredibly well to get this far. I mean, it is no easy feat to make it all the way to the regional finals in student champs anyway. It's definitely, you know, tough enough to get so far. So, you know, it's not all rain for the Dunstonians. We have to give them their congratulations on coming so far regardless. But I do think that Croydon, you know, they're just kind of showing off why they've also made it this far and why they're at the top.
But yeah, I mean, what do you think? Do you think they'll just like Croydon will just try and run the same champs, or?
I guess we'll see, because I think we are heading shortly into Champ Select for the second game. We're gonna go into Champ Select soon, but we are just for now gonna take a short break while the teams kind of unwind, have some team comms.
They'll maybe have like a pep talk on what to do and stuff.
Yeah, so
we'll
don't
see.
go anywhere, viewers, because we're gonna be back.
Yeah, you better be back. Welcome back, everybody. I mean, we just took a short break, just take a breather off that first game of Croydon. Wow.
I definitely needed a breather after that
Yeah.
one because it was just so exciting to watch. It was just like, yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. We saw Croydon take a 1-0 victory over the Dunstonians in the first match, but it is a best of 3 here today because it is the South Regional final. So there is everything to play for still. As we said earlier, you know, the winners of this match, we're going to see them at our grand final LAN in June. So definitely these guys are both going to be wanting to take the victory home, and then hopefully they're going to make it to the LAN as well. So definitely going to be fighting as hard as they can. It could still go to either team. You know, it's only 1-0 for Croydon. Dunstonians have been playing well. They've proven they've been playing well by getting this far. So I think that definitely it's still all to play for. And we just saw them kind of get rolled a little bit in the last game. But you know what? They might pull some new champs out. Kevin, what do you want to tell us about that last game? I remember you said there's some things you want to get off your chest.
I feel like as a jungler, what I've noticed, right, from the side of the Stanians, I feel like you can tell that he doesn't play Amumu. Like, he doesn't know. Like, Amumu is a simple champion, but like, you just have to know like what path or like where do you want to gank first on what, or like you just have to be aware on the map. Really, I feel like on the start he could have matched what Kane started. Kane started the blue side, so he started top side, but then I feel like he could have just matched that. So when Kane gets that early gank, level 3 gank on the bot lane, you know, they could have had like a chance to fight back. But overall, I think the Stanians just need a bit more communication, a bit more clearer on like, oh, are we taking this fight? Oh, I'm following up. I'm on my way. Are you following up? Like, they just communication is the big difference from both teams.
Yeah, it seemed that Croydon definitely were communicating probably a lot clearer than the Dunstonians were.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we can't hear that team comms, but I imagine if we could, it would definitely be an interesting one to listen into. I'd always love to be a fly on the wall in like practice rooms or game rooms when teams are playing for champs, just to kind of hear what they're talking about and what they've got to say regarding the matchups and stuff. So yeah, definitely exciting. We talked a little bit before that game about the champs that we might see come out, and we definitely saw a bit of a twist from Croydon. We were expecting Enchanters, and they ended up taking Nautilus Kaiser, which was definitely, I mean, it worked out well for them in the end, you know, but do you think that maybe they might realize it worked and carry on, or do you think they might go back to their what we were expecting to see?
I feel like Croydon will stay on the Nautilus or even like another engaged tank, because really if they're running like a scaling ADC, but then they're running an engaged tank or support, and then you get that level 3 gank, I think like if a scaling ADC gets that 1 kill like in the first 5 minutes, I think that's like, you know, it's really a good head start for the scaling ADCs.
Yeah, 100%. We want to kind of see them. Farm is so important when you play ADC. You know, it doesn't matter even if you give first blood. You can just definitely bring it back still. So I definitely think that it's going to be an interesting one to watch for the second game.
You mentioned that you're a support player, right? What have you noticed? I
prefer ADC, but I don't mind.
Oh, ADCs.
I don't mind.
Well, I thought you said you mean Seraphim, but I mean,
Seraphine ADC is a pretty good pick.
Oh, now it makes sense, right? I mean, for both ADCs, do you think that what do you think like Samira did wrong, especially like in the mid game part?
Oh,
I feel like that's where she did. I think that's where she did a lot of mistakes from what I've seen.
I think there just wasn't enough pressure.
From
the Dunstonians. I think they're clearly a very good team to get this far in the competition. They've played well. They've got quite a lot of wins under their belt, 9 wins in total since September.
Yeah.
So definitely they've done well to get this far. I think they're clearly a good team, but I just think that the ADC potentially just wasn't enough pressure from Samira. She's a very high engaged champ, and she does very well when she's very fed, as all ADCs do. But I just think that they definitely would have benefited from having more pressure, and I think it kind of goes hand in hand with the Kaiser was winning regardless. So I think I can see why they backed off. You know, we don't want to give more kills than we already have, but I think, you know, they probably could have fought a little bit more just to try and gain some of that tempo back, which is a shame. I think they lost some of that tempo quite early on.
But I feel like with Tariq E off the start, like he could have been a bit more aggressive, especially like he started with E with his stun ability. You know, I mean, I think one of Tarek's passive is like when one of his abilities is cooldown, you just hit something twice, and then he gets like a 4 or 2 seconds down. Is it? From what I remember, but yeah, I get your point. I totally agree. Yeah.
I think hopefully they switch it up a little bit if they've realized that maybe the Samira Tarek wasn't quite working for them. Maybe they, try something new. Or they're going to try some different champs. I definitely want to see a range of champs come out. I feel like it'd be kind of boring to cast the same champs again. But you know what? Who knows? If that's the ones they've been practicing, then just going to have to see what comes out in champ select.
From the side of Croydon's, like, if you were ever to pick champions for the Croydon's, what would it be? Like for top and for all H lanes?
What, like
for Croydon? So let's start with support then.
Well, I would want to see a Seraphine come out. I would really want to see a Seraphine come out. I love like high CC champions where, it doesn't matter how far behind you are, one well-placed ult could flip the whole game for you.
I agree.
We're definitely going to see something like that with if a Seraphine were to come out. Perhaps maybe even like a Nico, for example, with, again, that very high CC ult. Zyra would be a good pick, or even a Nami. Someone who, is going to have the ability to flip a game. I feel like that would just be so exciting. So I feel like a support is very, very good at doing that, really. I feel like I'd be excited to see an engaged support. I'd be excited to see any pick, really.
Any pick,
the game's great, but I think definitely, if you guys are watching this, if you're tuned in, I want to see an Enchanter come out.
But I feel like from Croydon, I feel like if they're running Enchanter this time, they more want to. I expected to see more. Maybe Caitlyn, like a bit of a poke ADC. Caitlyn, Jin, Aphelios. He doesn't have much. Moving on. I feel like Caitlyn is really good if you especially pair her with Enchanters.
Definitely. I mean, I am a Caitlyn main, and I think that when I see I love seeing a tank support. I think it's great, or a high damage dealer, but my absolute favorite is when they lock in an Enchanter, because I know I don't have to worry about my health for that whole match.
Once you get that stun, and then you just headshot.
Stuns in. It works really well with Caitlyn's W to make sure that they're trapped in place. So I think Caitlyn would be an excellent pick with an Enchanter, especially an Enchanter with high CC, as we were saying as well. Because as well then, Caitlyn, being a very squishy champ, it's nice to have an Enchanter support and not have to worry about, how much damage do I have to take, or how much damage do I have to avoid, because you know that your Enchanter is just going to have your back and be there to heal you when things get tough, which I really love about playing support and being able to carry the team.
I feel like if we move on to the Stanians, I feel like there's Tarek is like one of those supports where, like, with his ultimate, it's like if you just press it at the right time, it could just change the whole team fight. It has a really long activation when you press it, but once you have it, it's just like really, it doesn't last that long, really.
100%. I feel like Tarek is one of those champs that you don't see come out very often. Maybe it's because, people just don't understand quite well how he works, or for whatever reason it is. So it's always nice to see a champ that, you kind of don't get to see very much. So it's nice to see people give that champ a go, or, if they're a Tarek main, which I've never met a Tarek main, but you know what? They must exist. Every Pokemon is someone's favorite, right? So every champ is someone's favorite. But I don't know. He's definitely not for me, but I think we saw Tarek a pretty nice job on the Tarek. He did have a bit of a CS lead on the enemy support, which is kind of maybe the only role you don't want to see a CS lead on. Because as I mentioned in the previous game, if you take that farm from your ADC as a support, you're denying them that gold that they would have got, which then they need to build the higher, more expensive items for dealing the damage that an ADC needs to deal. Support items are cheaper because the support shouldn't be taking the gold. So I think definitely they're probably going to be, Dunstonians are going to be thinking about
switching it up, maybe.
Switching it up potentially, or at least switching up their tactics that they've used in the last game. So hopefully we see them kind of maybe try something new, or even if they stick to what they're good at and what they know, playing a little bit safer maybe in that early game.
From what I think I thought that was very good as well from both teams, just the top laners. Like both top laners. They're both they're both tanky. But I think like Ornn is tanky, but at the same time, he's more of a support as well because with his passive, where he just upgrade his abilities.
Yeah.
I mean, items of his teammates. But then he has like one of the biggest burst damage as a tank, and then he also has one of the big like the with his ultimate, it's just like the bull stun.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
I wanted to talk a little bit about
Yeah.
the Ornn ultimate as well. As you said, with his passive, being able to upgrade the items for his teammates.
Mhm.
But then also, you know, we talked about supports that have abilities that can flip team fights on your
Yeah.
head. I feel like Ornn is up there.
Ornn is
You
up there as
he
well,
isn't
yeah.
a support, but he's got that ability to just totally flip a team fight over if he gets a well-placed ult, which I think is one of the nice things about League. You know, it's like doesn't matter how far down you are or how well
Yeah.
you're performing, everything can change literally with one very well-placed ability. So yeah, I
Yeah.
guess we're gonna see who comes out now because we're going into Champ Select
Live
for the teams.
Champ
It's
Select.
always just so exciting, isn't it, to see
And
who they come out with.
Jinx ban already.
Jinx ban straight off the way. I think they've seen that they do very well on the scaling champs Croydon. So definitely Dunstonians gonna want to take Jinx out of the pool for Croydon because if they saw that's how good her Kaisa was,
Yeah.
let's not see how good
Let's not
she
see
is
her.
on her
Oh, they
main
don't
champ.
want Orianna
And they
now.
don't want that Orianna again. I think Sasa probably gave them a run for their money with the Orianna last game, and I feel like she absolutely
Yeah.
obliterated them.
Sasa was too sassy. You know?
She was great, absolutely obliterated them in lane, so they definitely want to take that away from the mid laner as well. Another Shyvana ban. That's a shame, really. I feel like Shyvana would have been a nice one to bring out during the game. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
action ban. That's not something you see every day.
no, it isn't, but yeah, I feel like Akshan is one of those very
Yeah.
annoying champs where you want to, like, I feel like even though I don't play mid, I would not ever want to see an Akshan on the
He's
enemy
like
team.
he's
because
basically an ADC, but he's too short range to be play at ADC. But on
He's
mid
just
lane,
high
he's so
damage
fire.
dealing, very good with his.
Wait, am I seeing this right? Croydon banned their own Kayn.
They banned their own Kayn, but I guess they know that
They
don't.
know.
They
They
know,
know what
they're
they're
gonna pick
doing,
something else.
so-
I mean, in Kayn in the brain.
Oh, they
on
do
the
have first
jungle
pick.
team,
Yeah.
they know.
Oh,
That, they know that they just don't want to give Kayn
it's a bit
his
risky.
name.
ADC first pick of Dunstanians. Like,
You think so?
I mean, ADC being your first pick is just risky, isn't it? It's just too risky. They could just make a team to counter that.
I mean, it looks
ADC
like
alone.
yeah, it looks like both teams.
Oh,
have,
both teams.
first
like,
picked ADC, which is exciting.
Oh,
We're gonna
Victor.
see Victor. I love Victor.
Oh.
I've never played him, but he's
The
one of the
rework
champs
is
that I
too
would.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
he's one of
rework's
the
just
champs
too
that I
good.
would like to play. I don't know if you watched Arcane.
Of course I watched it.
Everybody
yeah.
loves Arcane,
Everybody
right?
loves it.
So no, I absolutely adore Victor. We're gonna see
Oh,
Malphite
Malphite
again on the top. Do you think that's gonna be Malphite top, or do you think it might be a Malphite support or jungle?
I feel like it's gonna be again Malphite. I think that's what his that's Copy Nunu's comfort pick. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially. Again, from both teams. Oh, Jarvan. Again, 2 tanks already
Jarvan
of
is-
Dunstanians.
Again, one of those junglers that can flip a game.
Yeah.
He can carry a team,
Yeah.
right? If you get your Jarvan ahead with that ultimate and with that ability to just trap players where they are and
Mhm.
you know just deal all the damage that you want to them. Yeah, definitely a good pick.
His ultimate just like he just traps one person and just beat him up like
Yeah.
he's Jarvan like that.
And a Wukong,
Wukong.
there, potentially one that we were expecting.
It'll be Wukong jungle.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
for
Yeah.
Croydon. Definitely one of Sleepy's most practiced champs as
Mhm.
well. So I'm interested to see how his Wukong will differ from the Kayn. You know, maybe probably equally as mobile as a Kayn is. But do you think he's going to be as well versed? Do you think he's going to be there
I feel
when he
like-
needs to be?
Wukong is just the same speed as Kayn because Wukong just like he can like teleport over walls, right? With his like
think
invisible,
so.
yeah, and then he can just with a quick engage with the dash, QE and an R, it's just like the dash knock up. It's like I think Wukong is gonna be good. It's really good for Croydon.
Yeah. See that Nautilus ban there from Dunstonians. I think that just says a lot about the ability of Croydon because they're going to take a champ that they haven't played much in student champs.
Yeah.
First time it in the
Yeah.
finals and do so well that they feel they have
Oh.
to ban it from
They
them.
didn't like the Stanian Syndra, so
Yeah.
they decided to ban Syndra.
No, that is just yeah. It
Yeah.
says a lot to the power of for Croydon there, which is very impressive.
Again, Shen ban. Again, these bans are very interesting from both teams, but I'm looking forward to this game again.
Let's see who their ADC is gonna potentially be looking to play here. Well,
no, they've
looking
got
to
it.
swap for here.
Yeah.
Should I say?
Could be
the swapping thing, once
yeah.
they've locked in, the swapping thing still confuses me. I know that they swap
Mm-hmm.
once they've all locked in their champs,
Yeah.
but I feel that,
Orn top again, the
Orn
same top
again.
lane. It's gonna be the same story, I think.
That's quite interesting, you know,
Yeah.
that they would pick the same top lane. I guess they just know that Orn will do very well into that Malphite.
Unless Dunstan just pull, just flip it around and
It's
Malphite support and
Malphite
someone else stop. I don't know, Malphite mid could potentially be
Malphite
anything.
mid could
yeah.
work. I would
Even
wanna
a
see
jungle, he could be a
Malphite
jungle.
ADC.
Yeah, Malphite ADC. Oh, Hui mid.
Wait, I mean, we got the
Ooh.
enchanter that we wanted.
Yeah, well, he's a mid
maybe,
lane.
yeah, maybe not in the.
Oh, he could possibly a support as well.
It
We'll
could
see.
be, yeah, it could be Hui support. Would be definitely an interesting one. It's not one that you see too often.
Rakan.
Rakan, there we go.
Oh, Nila with Rakan. This is gonna be like a engaged dream for Nila. Like the Stanians, I think they're not gonna let Cordon breed, especially when it gets when it starts in the early game. Goodness.
And Alistar
Alistar.
support. I think because they left it open, they didn't ban it this time.
Yeah.
Left Alistar open, and Croydon have obviously seen that opening to get the tank that they wanted.
Yeah.
And so I think it's definitely gonna be another really interesting lane. Zeri, Alistar
good.
into Nyla and Rakan, and then we're gonna have the same top lane again, with Orn and Malphite.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, my brain just short circuit. I'm just so excited to watch the game. I
Yeah.
just can't. I can't quite get my words out.
I'm looking forward to the Stanians, to what they're cooking up with Nila and Rakan. This is gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're going to see a lot of that engage as well, because these are all champs that kind of, they need that early engage.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Nila could get away with scaling a little bit, but I think that Rakan is definitely going to want to be in there with the early engages as well. So definitely going to be an interesting one as we jump into the game.
Feel like we'll see if Kane from the Stanians learn from his lesson from that first clear of the game, to see if he'll focus up that early gank on the bot lane. But
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this. The Stanians, they did switch it up a bit, but they leave Malphite in, and again Croydon just it's the same top lane. We'll see if it's the same story, but from the looks of it, I think Orn will just win it again.
Yeah,
I
well, I'm
think.
interested to see, you know, since they've got onto some different champs this game, I'm kind of interested to see if it's going to mean they're going to do a lot better. They're probably going to want to be playing a little bit safer than they did last game, just from that beating that they had from Croydon, you know, kind of keeping them in their place and reminding them why they are the ones to beat for this season. But you know what? Everybody loves an underdog, and there's been success stories from underdogs before. So we're just going to have to see what happens.
I like that early ward every time from Croydon.
Yeah, want to make sure they're playing it safe,
Oh,
right?
he answered
Double
back.
ward in that bush as well, making sure they both have vision.
I think they know they can't walk up anymore. I mean, and the Stanians will know that Croydon does that off the game on alone. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. I like this. Kane is they're both starting top side, both junglers, and looking for that level 3 gank on the bot lane. This is gonna be a very fun early game. Again, slow start. I mean, both teams just CSing and doing their thing, but I feel like it's gonna be a very close match again. I feel like, do you think there will be Croydon will just dominate early game and then that's it?
Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to see if Croydon, you know, they're going to be riding that high of the win that they just had. And they won last year's Nationals as well. Did you know this? So
Oh, yes.
This
Forgot
is
to
a
mention
great
that.
opportunity for the Dunstonians to kind of take that win away from them. They're going to be Croydon are going to be wanting to come back and retain that title that they're holding. So it's definitely going to be, it's all to play for Dunstonians. You know, if they manage to bring it back from the brink, you know, they're 1-0 down. If they lose this, that's it. They're second place.
Yeah.
So they're definitely going to be wanting to bring this back, and then they've got a bit of a story as well to tell. You know, we beat last year's winners.
Yeah,
So
and now it's our turn to win Grand Finals.
and now it's our turn. You know, everybody loves an underdog. We keep saying it, but everybody does. So maybe it's time we root for the Dunstonians. I mean, we're seeing some pretty early level trades, pretty good CS, a bit of a CS up on the side of Dunstonians as well. So it's quite nice to see.
Yeah. from the looks of it, I think Jarvan is getting that clear ahead first, deciding to skip. Oh no, not skip red. But again, this is gonna be very probably the clock's ticking for both team as both junglers are just getting that full clear.
Yeah, as they get that last camp and they're going to be wanting to kind of sort to look
Just
for
go
the level
immediately.
3, level 2
This is
gank.
looking good for
Straight
Jarvan.
off the bat,
Ooh,
yeah. And we've
Rakan
got
misses it, but
Jarvan coming down. It is going to be an early gank for the Dunstonians. They're going to be wanting to put that pressure onto Croydon straight away. Jarvan is straight in there, but Alistar, you know, he's just so good at making sure that they just don't, they're denied everything that they wanted. And Jarvan probably walks away there feeling a bit defeated. Wukong is in that tri-bush as well, so it looks like we might have a bit of a fight from the junglers in the river with the bot laners walking up too. Incane in the brain might go down here, which would be a real shame. But you know what? We can never know exactly what happens. Zeri is straight in there as well. Looks like there might be some kills going off here. Maybe the Rakan goes down, but that was a very nice flash over into the Dragon Pit. Zeri looks for an angle, but she just misses. But Victor is here and probably going to clean up. But Rakan is just way too mobile. We're going to see potentially Sleepy go down depending on what happens. But it looks like everybody walks away. No kills on the board yet.
I like what I saw. Both teams just like actually played that perfectly or good. I mean, not but yeah, I mean, from I mean, a bit of misplay of Rakan off the start. If he hit that his knockup on either both the Alistar or Zeri, it could have been Jarvan could have done something. He could have at least got at least one. But again, both teams just like, you know, they answered both in their own ways. No one has died.
A lot of pings going off in the mid lane as Jarvan is coming down looking for a gank on Sasa. It looks like Sasa might go down because he doesn't have any mana left and Jarvan is there, very mobile, but Sasa is just going to get away, pulling them under turret. But it looks like, once again, no kills. We're still waiting for first blood and it's just so... I'm on the edge of my seat thinking who it could possibly be.
Yeah, I mean, both teams right now, they're really getting that early game. They're making sure that every move that they make is just very, very careful, and that like they just don't want to give the first blood
Definitely.
early on.
Very precise, very, very well executed and very thought out. They're not stepping a single toe out of line because they know that as soon as they do, Croydon will just punish them for that. It looks like they're keeping things pretty even actually, which is nice to see. We're going to ward that top bush just in case Wukong decides he wants to take a step up, but he looks like he's going to his bot jungle now. Rakan is heading up towards the mid lane, which will be lovely to see the support kind of get involved, but that leaves Neela open in the bot lane for Croydon to jump on her. So hopefully she kind of knows to play it safe here and back off under turret, which it looks like she might be doing. We've got top lane pushing up under turret. Rexfer is kind of out of options, but he's going to have to just let them keep pushing and CS as best as he can. Drake is up, and we are going to be looking for the junglers to kind of start to have a look for Drake. Rakan is going to set up, but it looks like we might have a gank straight away in the bot lane. And then if they can clean up these bot laners, they only have to worry about the Wukong. But once again, Alistair with his heavy CC is just going to be very, very good at putting people exactly where he wants them to go. It looks like Croydon might turn this. Mid-Rare is doing a very good job dealing a lot of damage, and that is first blood for Sleepy in the bot lane. His Wukong is a masterclass in how to do a gank. We've got Alistar also doing pulling his weight very well. A double kill for mid-rare on Zeri, which is just absolutely very well done. Looks like we might have another kill as well on the way, and all of Dunstonians are just dropping like flies. This is absolutely incredible from Croydon. 5 kills. Straight away at minute 6. That is just insane, and not a single kill for Dunstonians. Definitely not the start that they wanted.
I feel like Dunstonians just forced things a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have just backed out. Well, they don't kill them fast enough as of right now. I think Dunstonians don't realize it.
Oh, 100%. And mid-rare is trying to get away here. He just carried in that last fight, and he gets away as well.
Oh my day.
Notable player, actually. Previous year's winner and the captain of Croydon College. He is leading with a lot of experience under his belt, and he is going to be a big threat to the Dunstonians. Definitely one to watch out for kind of as this game goes ahead, because he's already proving he's doing a very good job. 3-0 up on Zeri in the bot lane with a CS gap as well. First item to boot, that is just, you know, he's doing very, very well, and definitely one to watch out for. We're going to see a bit of a fight go off in the mid lane here, but I don't think it's going to do enough damage. The ult coming out from Hui there, but Sasa is just a little bit too strong and tanks it all without much damage being dealt.
I feel like both like Sleepy is just like jungler from Croydon. Like he knows where that Jarvan is going. Like he's reading Jarvan like a book right now. Like they're just both in the same side every time.
The ult come out from the Ornn. We're gonna see if it's enough to land a kill on the Malphite, and it is under turret as well. That cannot feel good for Miporen. 15-second death timer while we watch the Ornn push under his turret with nothing he can really do on the grey screen.
I mean, Ornn just again the damage off the start early game. Once he gets that level 6, I think he just too much damage for a tank. It's just shocking.
Yeah, it is kind of disgusting, isn't it? A bit more of a bruiser than a tank, which is always kind of horrible to play against.
But I think again, Dunstanians is looking to get Herald first rather than Drake. Oh wait, no. Oh, they already took Drake. I didn't even realize they already took Drake. I got lost. But yeah.
It's okay. There's just been a lot going on. And they've got Grubs there under their belt as well. So that is a Drake for Croydon, but Dunstonians have got Grubs. So you know what? They could still turn it around. Equal standing right now. Minus the 6 kills that Croydon are currently holding over the Dunstonians. So hopefully we see them kind of start to fight back and turn it around a little bit.
Again, not even 10 minutes in, jungler and ADC on Croydon's side, they're already up in gold by 1,000. Like.
Up in gold, up in CS, up in kills, up in items. I think it's not looking good for the Dunstonians right now, but you know, as we said in the last game, it's still a little too early to tell, so we're just going to see how they get on and hope that they're able to turn it around at least just a little bit, enough to keep them in and take us to a 3rd map, which would be nice. Would be nice to see. I don't know about you, but the excitement is just kind of too much for me, to be honest. I think it's fabulous to watch them all get together and play and enjoy the game. I hope at least they're enjoying it. You know, it's a good experience.
If I was in the seats of Instance, I don't think I would be enjoying this one.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a rolling, right? But we might see. Alistair's going to hit that blast cone. Slippy is going to be there, but Incane in the brain is going to get away. We're going to see the Ornn start to all in on the Malphite, but they're just both too tanky. Like, it doesn't matter how much damage they do. They're hardly touching each other. Kill for Victor in the mid lane on the way as well.
Again, Croydon is just... They're already dominating early game. Like, they're not even letting Dunstanian get a kill, but I just jinxed it.
They're not letting Dunstonians breathe, are they? But there we go. The first kill for the Dunstonians. It's a kill for Jarvan. Nice to see assists from the Nyla and the Rakan as well. Good for them to take down mid-rare, because as we were saying, he is definitely kind of the one to watch out for, being last year's captain and previous winner as well. Definitely going to be the one putting fear into the heart of the Dunstonians.
I feel like Neela just needs to get that step ahead for the Dunstanians, but
100%. I think she could turn it around. I think there's definitely, you know, Zeri isn't so far ahead yet, and with that kill on Zeri as well, that'll be really useful. I think Neela just needs to focus on farm. The CS gap is not that big between them right now, and Neela, you know, as we've been saying, they clearly play well as a team to make it this far. So I have every faith that they can turn it around at the very least.
But again, looks like they're just trying to get picks off the mid, but trades left and right.
I mean, Rakan is there to kind of help that way get some picks on the Victor, but Victor is just a little too slippery for them. He's going to get away, and we're going to watch the Alistar dive Zeri and the Neela as well.
Yeah, but I think Zeri just doesn't have that much range to just help with the Alistar dive.
She's not able. A huge ult there come out, and that is a kill for Neela. A much needed kill. Is it going to be a double kill? Yes, it is. Oh dear. No, it isn't.
No.
In a crazy twist of fate, mid-rare is going to get away, deal a lot of damage, and suddenly heal as well, which is just insane considering, you know, the items there. To be able to heal like that and just get away when she was so nearly dead. Yeah,
I think if Jarvan had ult there, he had like 10 seconds left. He could have killed Zeri, but he's too not too far. He's too far.
He's just not where he needs to be.
But like again, Croydon, they almost took that misplay. They almost misplayed that dive. But again, Alistar dying is not really much of a big deal because, you know, he's just a support. He doesn't carry that much gold. But Zeri, if Zeri died there in the side of, if Midware died there in the side of Croydon, that could have been like a turning point for the Stanians.
Oh, 100%. Another kill is not what Nyla wants if you're Croydon. So definitely they want to be making sure that they're denying the Nila anything, which they're doing kind of well. She's got a kill. She's got a first item and boots as well, which is always nice to see. We're going to see an attempted dive from Jarvan, but it's going to backfire because once again, Sleepy is there exactly where he needs to be. He's going to trap the Alistar, but Sleepy's going to get away with Zeri as well. We're going to see a little bit of fighting going on in the mid lane with Hwei getting pushed under turret by the Victor.
Yeah.
Victor, again, is dominating his lane with a 1.3k gold lead as well. But you know what? It's still all to play for. They're going to try and take the Drake here. Croydon, definitely, I think if they get another Drake,
that's
it might not look too good for the Dunstonians.
Oh, it's going to be a Hex-like game. Hex gates are activated. But that's going to be, again, useful for Croydon because they have Zeri as well.
Big ult under the turret for that on as he takes down the Malphite under his own turret, only just burning his flash as well. He's done very well to get away with that and still be on more than half of his health. Very impressive gameplay from the On.
Yeah, from what I've seen so far, I think the Stanians are just like forcing fights way too much.
Yeah, agreed. No, yeah, I think maybe they didn't learn from their previous game where they thought all-inning a little too fast, but maybe they thought as well that was the way to take it. They thought maybe we're playing too safe last game, we're going to just try and get that early game as fast as we can, but I don't think they've taken the right champs to obliterate that early game, to be honest.
Honestly, yeah, I think they could, Nila and Rakan in the bot lane, they could have played a bit more aggressive. They kind of just didn't do anything in the first 5 minutes. I think that's where they really capitalized the most as the early engages.
100%. 100%. Hwei has just got so much CC in his kit. I feel like if I was Victor, I'd not even try to walk
I did
up.
try Hwei once, but he's too confusing. He's basically got 6 abilities because you can just like, you don't really have an ultimate because that's how you like switch abilities and forms.
Kind of similar to Newly or something, for example. A pretty big team fight happening here. A huge ult from the Zeri. We're going to see some kills start to come off. Alistair goes down. That is a kill on the Jarvan's belt. It looks like Zeri is getting pretty low, so if they're brave enough, they could try and get a pick on her, which they managed to do. A big Malphite ult takes down Zeri and Sleepy as well. That is a very well-played team fight for Dunstonians, and they managed to escape relatively unharmed. They're looking out for Hwei here, making sure that he dodges that on ult, which he does with style and grace and flair.
They did trade Dunstonians. They only got down by 1, but Croydon, 2 people have died off Croydon. But like, I feel like you see that Zeri there in that team fight that he didn't have much range. Zeri's just like you have to be up close, up front to just do much damage or to just even hit those shots.
Yes, agreed. I feel like Alistair probably all in there when
he was in a bit too deep.
He probably could have played it a little better, not gone in as deep as he did. So definitely very well played from Dunstonians, but kind of this is an example of what happens when Alistair goes in when he knows that he needs to. Just ends up, you know, absolutely setting up those kills perfectly for his ADC and his mid laner. They don't even have to think twice. It's just an easy setup kill for them. He's clearly played this champ before.
Yeah, Alistair is just like, he walks up, stun, bell, knocked up. Like, that's just how you play him.
Dead, right?
Again, Herald is up, but no team is really going for Herald right now.
We might see them kind of start to rotate towards Herald in a little bit. It hasn't been up for too long, so we need to give them time. I'm sure the junglers are probably knowing and starting to plan out when they want to take it, but they just need to look for that right moment. And I don't think the right moment is when all 10 players are alive and on the rift. Yeah.
Again, they're pinging. Dunsin is trying to get Ornn potentially off the pings alone, but again, Croydon's just gonna answer straight away.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a lot of pings come out from the Dunstonians, which again could maybe be an example of are they communicating properly in that voice chat, but I guess we'll never know.
Wei gets caught the second time. Wow.
Yeah, he's just caught alone a little bit too often, isn't he? And they're picking off play really well. That is a very, very good ult for the Rakan. A big ult from the Zeri. She just gets away, but no, she doesn't, because Malphite is in there with the ult. Very well placed, and it looks like we're going to have another kill for Victor, for Croydon, but it looks like a very good team fight. Sleepy takes down the enemy jungler. A kill for the Victor and a kill for the Ornn. Croydon have scored an ace in the first 20 minutes, which is just
not even
very well played. And they're going to go and take the Herald as well. That is probably a tier 2 turret and a Herald for Croydon in the same minute, as well as an ace. Again, very well played.
Not even 20 minutes in, and we already see like who's really ahead right now.
Yeah.
This Wei died the third time. He's just feeding at this point.
Oh.
That's a bit unfortunate for the Stanians.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate play for them, wasn't it? I feel like at the state they're at, they shouldn't be trying to fight. They should just be farming playing safe. I mean, we're seeing that Victor, once again, the Orianna last game, the Victor this game, unkillable. Totally unkillable. They have not got a single death yet between the two games, which is just, wow. Like,
you just walk up the Victor, but then he just kills you too fast. Again, mages are just very
mobile, very high damage dealing, you know, very, even in Victor's case, pretty high health as well, which is just, it's crazy. So that is a very, very experienced mid laner if I've ever seen one.
Nila is really like, Nila's starting to look to do some damage, but I feel like it's just not enough really for Croydon. As both teams, they know Drake is up. I think they're gonna set up right now. I mean, Croydon from the looks of it, trying to get that flank, but they backed off.
We're going to see Ornn ult here to kick off that all in. It's going to land on a few of them, and we're going to see quite a few knockups. That is another kill for Victor, a kill for the Ornn, and a kill for Wukong. We're going to see Rakan drop here to mid-rare, the Zeri, and Hui, for once, is going to be the only one that stays alive.
Yeah, I blinked, and then four people are dead on Doom Stanians.
But
that's just like too much.
Hui needs to play safe here. He needs to start to back up, because they've done half of his health bar in just a couple of spells from Victor, and they've even heralding bot side. It's not looking good for Dunstonians. They've lost both of their tier 2 turrets in mid and bot side with enough health in the Herald to kick and take tier 3 as well. It looks like the Croydon College are putting a lot of pressure on the Dunstonians here. They're going to back off straight away, and they know where their next move is. They're going straight to Drake. They don't even have to think about it. The whole team is there.
Croydon's just too fast. Once they get that pressure up, I think you can't really just bring it down.
Yeah.
Like, the Stanians, you blinked and then they're gone. Like, it's just, I think the Stanians just need to find that one turning point in a team fight.
Yeah.
The moment they play it right, I think that's where they have the chance.
I mean, I think the only way we're going to see a turning point is a very well-placed Malphite ult. I mean, we were talking about the well-placed support ults previously before the game started, and I think, you know, out of all the players that they've got on the Dunstonian team, I think the Malphite could be the only one to potentially turn it around. But saying that, he's 2 and 6.
Yeah.
And he's very, very down on farm as well. So, you know, who can say? It might be. I've seen games turn worse than this, but it's still.
Well, both teams are looking to set up a bad fight, but they tried to got Zeri, but
Zeri's just too mobile. Another Ornn. I feel like Ornn has his ult every like time, 30 seconds. He's always there, isn't he? And the team see that ult as a like, let's all in, let's do it. Good kill for the Wukong here. Zeri is just dominating as well to get away and still cause all of that damage at the same time. It is just not looking good for Dunstonians. Hui is desperately trying to get away, but they see their opportunity, their window, and they're going to jump on the Baron. I think with Baron's buff, potentially, they might be able to, you know, flip the game here. Victor is going to look for a pick on this Hui, while the Ornn is putting so much pressure on their bottom turret. They're going to lose tier 3 in the bot lane. Hui is going to die and give Croydon an ace. And they're going to take the Baron. They're just utterly...
I mean... Come on,
they're just toying with them. You know, it's quite a hard defeat for the Dunstonians, which is a real shame to see, because you know, as we've been saying, to get this far, they'll have been playing very, very well.
Yeah.
So to see them take such a beating in the regional finals is a real shame. I wouldn't want to be sat in that voice call.
Oh my. Like, tell me about it. I can't even imagine it in the first place. Like I said, Dunstanians, I think they just force fights too much. The moment they're not like they're falling behind with gold and CS and kills. Like all you can really they just do is like they kind of just like force fights for no reason. You just wanna like if you're really behind, can you try farming and maybe start somewhere from there? But again, Croydon is just too much. The pressure is just too strong.
Yeah.
Again, both Croydon is just like, but with the Baron buff, they're mostly gonna just push every lane and then we'll just force fights. I think Croydon is just the perfect opportunity to force fights, get that Nexus down, and that's it. They're up in the grand finals.
Croydon know that they have the advantage here, so they're going to be wanting to look for any opportunity to pick a fight here with them. Going to group mid with this wave. They've got Baron buff as well. We've seen already that they can dive under a turret and come out alive, victorious. So I feel like we might see that here. Victor flashes to get just out of the way of that Hui ability there. Very well timed Zhonya's once again. He seems to be on it with the Zhonya's these couple of games, doesn't he? That, you know,
very well timed.
On ult comes in, and I feel like now I'm just seeing that as the starting point for them to just all in. Once that on, you know, decides it's time to fight, it's time to follow through and make sure you get in there.
Once you hear that horn from Ornn, it's over for Dunstanians, you know. Like, again, Croydon is just pushing, just capitalizing on this Baron buff, on this pressure, on this lead off the very start. It's just amazing.
I mean, this is a perfect game from Croydon again, because as we can see, Dunstanians haven't got a single turret.
Yeah. Again, it's another game where like they haven't took a damage off a turret. Not even a single bit of damage.
Yeah, and it's not close. You know, we're seeing 4 plates in the top lane, 5 plates on the middle and the bot lane turrets. They've hardly touched them. I think, do they know that they need to attack?
I mean, tell that to them, not me. But we'll see. I mean, from the looks of it, from these games alone, I think I've won quite a few of them where you just, you know, I had these games before where it's like, oh, it's just so over from the start. But you know, you can never say from that one turning point. Like maybe this could be a turning point for this team.
Finally, where Sasa dies. Wow, the
I like that good pick.
Death of the games. A very good, well played from Neela and the Rakan as well. And I think Jarvan got a little taste of that kill too. So definitely a good example of grouping up and picking them off. But it doesn't matter because they're immediately on the dragon. Another Hex Tech. That's going to go very, very well with Zeri's static shiv. You know, they're trying, all they can do, Dunstanians, is try and clear these waves while they know that Croydon are just gonna do what they want. They're gonna, oh, Drake's up, let's take Drake, let's push this, let's push that.
This is still a scary situation, I'd say, for Croydon, because they got Soul, but then the next dragon in 6.5 minutes is Elder Dragon. So if Dunstanians potentially hypothetically stole that Drake, it could be the big turning point for winning this game.
100%. It could still very easily turn around. It's looking like it will be definitely a feat to turn the game around, but there's no way it's not possible.
It is not possible. I mean, it is possible, but we'll see. We'll see.
I've definitely fallen victim to a few games where it's over from the start. Like, definitely I'm not in a position to judge any of the plays I don't think being made, because these kids are definitely a higher level than myself.
Yeah. Man, again, the Stanians, again, I think they kind of learned the lesson off mid game and especially a bit before late game that they just want to farm right now. They don't want to force fights. Just farm. Wait for that perfect. Try to get picks maybe to get a shutdowns and gold. But again, the Stanians just taking it slow right now. They're being relaxed right now.
I feel that no amount of gold will help them now. You know, they're doing well for their items. They're not doing terribly at all. They just need to make sure they're winning in these team fights that are turning the game. I feel like items can't save them.
Oh, again, trying to force picks here, but no avail from both teams. Oh, Croydon's looking for a setup here. We got them 3, but no.
It
Does
looks like they
Way
might
get cut
look
again?
to
No. Oh.
take a couple of hits on the way there. I want to see them dive. I want to see them just
From
go for
Croydon.
it, just decide, like, you know, they've made it this far. I feel like just go on.
It's still good for Croydon from
Indulge
playing
me,
it safe.
yeah. Indulge me and dive, but looks like they're going to get the third inhibitor of the 3.
All inhibs are gone.
Here, all the inhibs are gone. They have a huge minion wave just pushing, putting so much pressure on them. That on ult is going to come out, which is probably a very, very good sign for Croydon. They know that it's time to all in and fight. They're going to take down the Dunstonians with ease. The Hui is going to try his best, but it's just not enough. They're going to take down those turrets. Both turrets, and Nexus is next. That's it.
The champions are undefeated right now.
Croydon College once again have proven why they're at the top.
Wow, what a game! I really thought Dustinians had that in the I thought they had the chance to just potentially turn it around, but you know.
There was definitely a few times in the games where I thought, you know what, Dunstonians might do it. You know, they've got an angle here to potentially flip it on its head, or they've picked the right champs to be able to all in and flip the fight, as we were saying. But I just feel like the execution just wasn't there that we needed to see. It wasn't
enough, really,
for them to be able to topple Croydon. And I mean, who can blame them? Croydon are the returning champions from the South region, and you know, their captain, Mid-Rare, their ADC as well, carrying them. You could see his prowess just totally coming out in those games, and they've proven why they're undefeated.
Again, Dustinians. Still, I never had a doubt of them. Like I had a bit of hope for the Stains off the start, from looking from the numbers alone. But still, it's a really good game for Croydon. Like they kind of just took this a game as, you know, it could be their like practice. They kind of maybe just treated it like a scrim for them. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, okay, then the next game, that's really good. That's where it gets important for Croydon.
So yeah, I guess we'll be seeing Croydon in the grand finals coming up later in June. So do we know if the North Regional Finals games finished?
I don't think so. No,
yet. So
from the looks of it,
I guess we need to kind of wait and see and find out who their opponents are going to be in the grand finals. But definitely one to watch out for, and I know that is definitely going to be a super exciting match as well. So,
but yeah, again, my name's Kevin, and I'm here with
Edie.
And thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye!